All right. You taking a look? See what kind of engine we have? Good boy. All right, so it's actually pretty amazing how tall this truck is. I need this ladder in order to look up into the hood or into the engine compartment. And I'm, a little bit over 6 feet. So this ladder here, let's go ahead and measure it. All right, so to kind of just give you an idea of what we're talking about here. So this is just a basic ladder, stands about 48 inches. And let's see how this, so this is about, 54 inches high. And this is before a lift or before anything like that is happening to this truck. And that's how, so this is before a lift, right? I'm looking to leveling this truck because even though it's a Tremor package, it actually still sits a little bit lower in the front than it does in the rear. So eventually that's going to come up a little bit. I'm not sure about how many inches, but that's going to have to come up. So this distance is only going to grow. So fortunately this ladder will still work, but I would hate to be a mechanic that has to come and work on this vehicle. So anyways, so we're going to climb up this ladder and we're going to take a look at this engine compartment. And that's your air filter housing over there. An interesting thing, let me get off this ladder here before I fall off, but something that is interesting is this situation right here. So this is the air box, and so this is where all your air sucks in through, and that's your filter. You can see that filter in there, just a basic Fram or whatever air filter, and water can easily go in there. So I can actually see why somebody in a vehicle like this would want to have a snorkel, but at the same time you'd have to be what do we say, 54 inches 54 inches deep in water, and you know that's probably not advisable no matter what, but that's what it would take for this to be completely submerged. And then at that point I think you would just drown out your engine. But I think you can also be in situations where you're not necessarily driving through 54 inches of water, but you, if you were to, you're always watching the videos, right? People see a big puddle of water and they just want to hit it as fast as possible to make a big splash. Well, if that splash goes over your hood, you can easily suck up a bunch of water through here. So the wading or the fording, wading is people, fording is vehicles. Let me see, I'm trying to find that tape measure. So the fording depth of this vehicle is what, 33 inches. So to give you an idea of what that looks like, 33 inches or 32 inches, it's one of those two, right? That basically comes up to the bumper. So basically it's safe to say that the top of your bumper here is about how much water you can ford through. So, and even at that depth, I feel like if you were to hit it hard enough, it could easily come up and go into that. And that's sitting at that same 54, 55 inch mark. So definitely something to consider when you're thinking that your truck is lifted and you can go through, you know, however much water you think you can go through. But I don't want to make this long, just a short little video, just identifying or looking into your hood and kind of seeing what's in there. All right, so looking in here, we'll just zoom out here so we've got a bird's eye view off the engine bay. And you can see on the left there, that's the first battery, and there's another battery on the this would be the driver's side, and you've got your engine coolant up there, radiator down here. What else do we have? You've got your windshield washer fluid down here on the corner, on the driver's side, and then you've got your air box over there. What else can I identify in here? You've got your turbo. That's that dipstick. And what else? That's your oil fill right there. And have I reached the level of my mechanical prowess? Let's see. So you've got your your serpentine belt down there, and this is amazing, right? If you ever had to change this, I think you would have a heck of a time. And this is what amazes me about these engines. Like, if you were to look in a gas engine bay, or even in the same truck, I think the gasoline, the 7.3 gasoline engine, I don't think is as jam-packed as this. If you actually had to go in here to try to change that serpentine belt, I don't even know how you would do that. Like, it's such tight quarters in here. Like, this is my hand trying to go in here right now, and I mean, that's, your hand goes in there, right? But that's different from trying to go in there to actually do any kind of work. So pretty tight tolerances in there. And then what else do we have? I think that's about everything that I can identify here. Brake booster back there. And yeah, I think that's about it. The def used to be in the hood as well, but that's been relocated, and now that actually sits in the same compartment that your diesel fill is. So that's actually a good thing. I like it there, instead of having to pop this open and getting a ladder and trying to pour that in there. So that's actually cool. And let us see. I think that's everything that I can think of here. Anybody watching the video, you can always comment and whatever else not, but that is about it. All right, so I've got the engine running right now, and this is an example of me speaking at exactly the same volume that I was speaking at before. I just shut down the engine, or shut off the engine, and to me, that's absolutely fantastic. I know you couldn't hear a thing I was saying, probably. I left that video in there, and we'll see when I kind of upload it if you could actually hear what I was saying. But what I was saying is that I don't think you can hear me because the engine is so loud. But to me, that's actually beautiful. That's like somebody going to a concert, an opera or something like that, and the feeling they get from listening to that music is the feeling I get when I'm listening to this. I think it's absolutely fantastic the way that diesel engine, I don't even want to say engine, I want to say power plant, because that's how much, that's how substantial that is. Like, it just feels like it should be more than an engine, because any car has an engine, but this thing here has a power plant. So anyways, I'm kind of nerding out on that. But it's insanely cool. I really like that. The other thing is, I know the Ford Lightning, I think is what the name of it is. Ford's new electric vehicle is coming out, and they're always talking in the commercials about how you can plug it into your house and run your house in case of a power outage. I wish there was a way you could do that with this engine. Like, it's powerful enough that I feel like if the power went out, I should be able to come into my car, start it up, and then plug my house into it somehow, some way, and run it off of that. So that would be cool, and maybe it's already out there, and if you know it's out there, you can put a comment in the comment section and say, hey dummy, this is already out there, people have been doing that for years, got it. But I don't know about it, and I just think that would be super cool knowing that I can be in a power outage, plug in my vehicle, or maybe even for disaster recovery operations, right? You go out into a neighborhood or whatever else not, and you got a bunch of diesel trucks, you just plug them in, and you start powering things. Super cool. That'd be super great. Anyways, that's about everything that I had. Just a quick little video to talk about the engine, show you guys around the engine bay, and hope that this was useful, helpful, or that it kind of helped you guys that are waiting on your vehicles, helped you along. This is one more day. You got to see something about what vehicle you're getting. So to me, that's kind of a good thing. So, and just hearing from somebody who's not biased, right? I think is also helpful. I don't have any affiliations with Ford or any auto manufacturer. If you're watching my videos, I've probably been through, I don't know, so many vehicles, and I don't care what the vehicle is. It could be a Chevy, it could be a Ford, it could be GMC. I don't care. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, until the next video. Next time, I'm not even sure what I'll shoot. I'll try to find something else to shoot and just kind of keep giving you guys stuff until you all get your vehicles, all right? Peace.